So hi guys, today's video is going to be a redo. So I'm sorry if a lot of you have been subscribed from the very beginning. A lot of the videos that I did do is getting redone, so I do apologise. So you probably can already tell by this video that it's how to convince your parents to let you have pet mice. So obviously I know how this feels. I've always had to have a battling field with my mother to convince her that I'm trustworthy and reliable to look after pets. So I kind of understand how frustrating this can be to a lot of viewers, and I do realise I have quite a few younger viewers that watch my videos, and on a spare occasion I have had them ask, how do you convince your parents to let you have a pet mouse? I know a lot of parents, especially mums, are terrified of mice because they think that they're horrible little species. Well, they're not, they're lovely, and my mum was scared of them. She didn't like the idea that I was planning on getting them, but she loves them now, she can't get enough of them. So I'm just going to go through some of the tips and tricks that you could do to kind of convince your parents. So if you would like to find out a little bit more, then keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to kick off with is you have to make sure that you do your research, because even though that they are very small little animals, you don't really think about the information that comes along with them. So before you even ask your parents if you can have a pet mouse, I would highly suggest doing the research for yourself. You know, you need to know if you can look after this pet. They do take a lot of responsibility and they need a lot of care and looking after, so you need to make sure that you understand the whole aspect of owning a pet mouse. So I would just maybe spend a few hours each day looking up different websites. There is 2 websites that I have currently came across that I think are fantastic. There is one called The Fun Mouse, yeah, I think that's it, and there's another one that I came across is actually a forum. All the people on there, they're lovely, they're great, and that is called Mice Are Nice. I'll link both of them in the description box below so that you can go and check that out. I would highly suggest checking them 2 websites out, as they give lots of information that you wouldn't even find on our webpage or anything like that. You could also look around for some books as well. I know Amazon does some pet mouse books that you can order and have a look through that. Also, you need to make sure that it's something that you're willing to do all the time. You can't just get the pet, you can't really get a mouse and then get bored and then just, you know, let it go, because you should really think about if you're actually going to enjoy having this animal for a short period of time, or if you're just going to get bored. Because if you're just going to get bored, I wouldn't suggest getting any. The next thing you can do is maybe show your parents the different types of information that you have found. Ask them if they think that this pet is suitable for you, if they think that you can look after it. If they say, I don't think you can, then try and prove it to them. Try saying something like, how can I prove it to you? Or how can I show you that I'm actually growing up now and I actually want to start taking more responsibility. You know, if they don't really feel too sure, maybe show them. Don't tell them that you're going to do it, just do it out of, you know, as a surprise. You could maybe help with the washing up or doing the cleaning around the house. Maybe do your bedroom every few days, just to show them that you have that in you, that you can actually do certain things. You also may want to think about if you're willing to clean their food bowl every day, give them fresh water every day, clean their cage once a week. You need to make sure that you're willing to do everything, because these types of things that you need to get into, I would suggest trying to get into it, because when I was younger I used to hate tidying up. I always used to get my mum to do it. I used to always say, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, and growing up I had to prove myself that I could do that, because some parents won't take on the responsibility if you get bored of it. You have to really show them that you're willing to do it. So maybe doing a few chores around the house will help you a little bit more in that direction of getting a pet. The next few things you could do, maybe your parents don't give you pocket money each week. Maybe you could kind of prove to them, say if you wanted to go out and get a part-time job, you could either do dog walking, or you could maybe do a newspaper round, or if you're at a certain age you can actually go out for a proper job and try and provide yourself that way, because you will have to provide stuff for the pets, and you need to kind of, if your parents aren't willing to give you any money to help you support that, then you're going to have to find another way to do it if you really want to have a pet. Another thing you can do as well that I found a really good thing to kind of push your parents over a little bit more is, maybe if your friend has a pet and he or she's planning on going on holiday and they need someone to look after their pet, maybe you can ask your parents if you can look after it, to try and show you that you can do that, that you are willing to do whatever it takes to get this pet mouse. So you need to really think about how you're going to convince your parents. They're just a few little things that I used to do when I was younger to just prove myself and everything. I'm sure if your parents still say no, then maybe it's best to ask them why they won't let you, and then you'll probably find out what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. If you're doing nothing, then obviously they'll tell you. Maybe they'll just think you're not responsible enough, maybe you're not at the right age to look after a pet, and they know that once you get the pet you have a little play with it and then you'll get bored. You need to kind of prove yourself a little bit more along them lines. So I hope that some of these advice and tips have helped you, and I hope that maybe in the future you can persuade your parents to let you have a pet. If there is any other topics that you would like me to talk about, then please leave it as a request below in the comments, and I'll add it to my request book, and I'll make sure I do that very shortly for you guys. Also, if you really enjoyed these types of videos, then please like it up so that I know that I'm doing an alright job. And if I get plenty more likes, I'll do more videos like this. So I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I shall speak to you all very shortly. Bye guys. Oh. Concentrate. So hi guys, today's video is, why did I clap? Just stop. From the very food to let you have a certain pet. So finally done. I just hope I haven't missed anything out.